It was a mixed day in the markets with Eli Lilly and Tesla being the outliers. A lot of red out there, guys, today. Things were pulling back off of their monumental push-up last week. Now, I've got an interesting video for you guys today. I'm going to be talking about the three most significant things that I'm watching this week, and I'm going to give you guys TA on a very popular stock. We're going to be talking about Palantir. The chart is getting ready for another big move, and I'm going to point out to you guys what I see in it. So if you're trading Palantir, watch it. If you're not trading Palantir, you might want to check out this chart and see what I'm seeing in it that's going to be forming very, very quickly. We are right on the point of a decision. This is the Stocks with Josh show. As always, I want to thank everybody who joins me. I want to thank you guys all for leaving all the comments that you give and all the encouragement that you give this page. Thank you again for the likes. If you're new to this page is about providing trade setups, technical analysis of the markets, as well as popular stocks, and trading choppy markets. It's basically what we're doing. We're picking stocks to buy, and sometimes we're picking stocks to short. So if you need help with that, then hit that subscribe and the YouTube all notification bell. Okay, let's just talk about what this week is all about. It's all about a key data point that's coming out, and I know you guys have been hearing about it. It's the CPI, the Consumer Price Index. Now, what we're looking for as far as core CPI, we're looking for that to remain unchanged at 4.1%. But the Fed is going to be looking for some progress on the year-over-year CPI, and that, the expectation right now is 3.3%, and that would be a decrease down from 3.7% the exact same time last year. So that's going to be, all eyes are going to be on the CPI tomorrow. It's going to be coming out early in the morning tomorrow, and it's going to set the tone, I think, for the rest of the week. Now, there is no point in trying to front run or guess how the market's going to react to this data. There's no point in loading up on calls or puts, but the market could have a strong reaction either way. I will tell you guys by looking at the VIX that largely the fear of volatility isn't currently in the market because we're beneath 20 on the VIX, which means that the markets are approaching this data point relatively calm. They're going to wait until they get that CPI and then they're going to react. And then going into the week, we've got a couple other significant data points, the next one being retail sales. Now that's important because we've got big earnings from the big brick and mortar stores this week like Target, Home Depot, and Walmart. I'm going to go over earnings here in just a minute, but this report's going to set the tone for those earnings coming up, and so that's important for us to be watching. And then also on Wednesday is the PPI. That's the Producer Price Index. This is the cost of goods that wholesalers are getting, which some would argue that this is even more important to the Fed to see because it's the wholesalers which are going to either raise or keep prices the same or lower them for the rest of us retail. So basically, this is the price that Walmart's been getting for the cost of goods that they sell to us. The PPI measures whether or not there's been an increase to them and whether they're going to pass it on to us next. That allows the Fed to potentially forecast where inflation is going. That report comes out Wednesday. Both of them will be market movers. Now, this, like I said, is an earnings week. We're still in earnings season. We're going over Q3. I'm going to be watching Home Depot pre-market on Tuesday, Target pre-market on Wednesday, and then Walmart pre-market on Thursday, along with Alibaba. Now, the one that I'm definitely going to be swing trading is Alibaba, and I'm going to cover them tomorrow. I'm also going to be giving updated charts for Alibaba in the Discord. You guys, you're like, what is the Discord? Well, that's a platform that I provide trade alerts and technicals all throughout the week, along with the Stock Squad. That's Stock Up with Larry Jones, Keenan Grace, Stockmo, and myself feeding the family there every day. I saw trade alerts come in from Keenan and Stockmo today. Larry Jones is on a vacation, yet he's still connecting here and there, making comments. But that's where you can find us and the trades that we're in more actively. If you want to follow along, click on the link to find out more about the Stock Squad Patreon. And just to give you a heads up, I am bullish on Alibaba. I think Alibaba could have a big jump in it. I think that their earnings could be a big move for the stock. I'm going to be watching the unusual options activity for Alibaba going into Thursday. I also want to do a quick station break for Moomoo and Webull. If you guys need better trade tools, there is an offer for free stock from the Moomoo app as well as for Webull. Both of them are offering free stock for signing up and depositing some funds. Click on the link in the top pinned comment to get your offer for free stock and start investing with better trade tools. Okay, we're going to dive into Palantir, PLTR. What's going on with this juggernaut this week? It's had an incredible climb up since earnings. It's actually gone up 37% in just the last couple days since earnings, a remarkable move. Unusual option alerts to the call side on Palantir as high as 75%, which meant that there was 75% more calls than puts going into this earnings. And so the market expected this outcome. And sure enough, almost 40% up is an incredible move. But right now, it's knocking on a very heavy resistance level, which is the $20 mark. Now, this has held them up in the past. And if it ends up holding or pushing them back here now, it will absolutely form a very bearish double top. I'm not predicting that, but I am telling you, let's keep an eye on that in the charts, because whenever we see a double top forming, if it did get rejected here, then we know that there is the potential for a much bigger downturn. On the alternative, if we were to get above this $20, now if you've been following me long enough, you understand that when a price breaks above a threshold, to claim that threshold takes a little bit of time. So it's kind of like if you're king of the hill and you're at the top of the mountain, it's not much of a victory if some kid comes up behind you and pushes you down by the time you raised your hand for victories. If you guys remember the King of the Hill game as a kid, that's the same thing here. Getting up to 20 bucks, that's cool and all, but holding that ground makes you king of the mountain, and it's got to stay above $20 for at least 2 days. It's got to close some candles above $20. Now, if it does that, you're going to see a strong, rapid move up to a new price range. This is going to be the top of the next fib level that's going to put it between $23 and $24. It should move pretty quickly up to 22 and 23. It should then consolidate a little bit and possibly push as high as 24. We've got to see what it does with the $20 level. Now, I'm going to give you guys a trade range, because even if it gets rejected at $20, it doesn't mean that the stock is bearish. It just means that it's going to regroup, pull back, and make another push for the top of the hill. A third attempt, which could be the movement, and it could be the moment in which it breaks above. So the trade range right beneath $20 is going to be between 16 and 20. So you could expect it to be very bullish, even if it were to come all the way back to $16 and make another push up to 20 and break it later on. But here's where I want to warn you guys. If for some reason this thing continued to go down, it has to ultimately hold above 14, because if for some reason, being between two peaks, that's a double top, which is bearish, two mountain peaks, if it fell beneath the valley, which is $14, it would actually go as low as $8. It would fall below $8. Now, when these things get technically set, once they get confirmed, they don't normally break. There's a very high statistical likelihood that that will be the outcome. That's why people watch the charts. It's why I share the charts with you guys, and I hope that this helped you. If you are in Palantir, let me know if it helped you, what you think Palantir is going to do next. I think it's right on the precipice of a major move. We're either going to pull back to 16 or we're going to break above 20 and see that $23 very, very quickly. Let me know what you guys think is going to happen next with Palantir. Okay, guys, that wraps me up for today. We had a great day in the Discord today. I day traded Tesla again. Typically, my trade setup is about 20 calls or 20 puts, and I'm typically looking above 10 to 20% profit. And if I can get that trade 4 times, then I can lock in a couple grand on the day as the basis of my day trading. And that's sort of what I'm trying to book. That's a basic day for me, and I've been sharing those trade setups and those charts really consistently in the Discord so people can see what areas I'm watching. Yet again, I see a lot of people following me and they're making bank and they're like, wow, it turned around right where you said, Josh. And, we had great percentages up. But I also get people that say, oh man, I got in too early and I didn't use a stop loss and now I'm $300 down. Well, the answer to that is you didn't get in when the outline was given to get in, and you have to use a stop loss. Tesla is an extremely fast-moving stock, and it's extremely dangerous if you don't have in place disciplines. You can't just do a Hail Mary pass on Tesla and hope for the best, because you'll get wiped out, you'll get annihilated. But we did make money on Tesla. Personally, I find it easy to make money on Tesla because of its fast-moving and consistent nature. I get it set up and just take them bags out of Wall Street each and every day. If you guys want to follow that journey along, go ahead and click on that link for the Discord and come check it out. I appreciate all of you guys. I appreciate the interaction in the Discord. I appreciate the interaction over on the Moo chat. I love all of you, and I'll see you guys in the comment section today and try to answer some questions. Peace and blessings. Take care. Hit that subscribe. Talk to you soon.